Hello, and welcome to Carol's Not-So-Humorous Healing Journey, week number 6. This, this is the week that we've all been waiting for, the magical week 6. And if I were to give this week a theme, it would be turning corners. So I felt like every single day I turned a corner, turned a corner, turned a corner. Little wins. My hand naturally, my right hand naturally appearing and doing stuff that I did not tell it to do. But there it was, trying, sometimes successfully, sometimes not so successfully. Sometimes it created an ow, and sometimes not. But things I could do. I could do a little bit more each day. I noticed I could I could pick up the spoon or the fork and I could feed myself. And yeah, after a while, it got really uncomfortable. But by the end of the week, I could feed myself through an entire meal and not feel exhausted. I could open pill bottles. I could open jars. With my right hand, with both hands. I didn't have to one hand things anymore. And when things felt difficult to open, when I turned to one of my kids and say, "Hey, can you open this for me?" and they struggled with it, that was total validation. That was like, oh, okay. So it's not just me. This was a good thing. I was chopping fruits and vegetables. I I could just go up and down. Like I had no side, no lateral movement of any kind, because that created a huge and possibly did damage. But here was the good thing. Any damage I did was short-lived. It wasn't like, oh, now I have to go crawl under a blanket and whimper for the next hour. It was oh, I need to stop doing that. And then just, a couple minutes later, I felt like, oh, well, maybe I didn't really do damage. So yay, lots and lots of yays. I could lift things that I probably shouldn't have been lifting, but um, the 2 pound was trying to keep within the 2 pound rule. I lifted some things that were a little heavier than 2 pounds. And the key was up and down, nothing off to the side. And often I was just lifting with my left and then I'd hold with my right and I could hold weight in my right hand. Yeah, I um, I could write, which is why I put my talking points on a little piece of paper here. Now, let's qualify writing. If my grade 8 teacher had read this, she would have just sent it back to me and said, no, it needs fixing because I can't understand any of this. But I can read it. So, yay, that's good. I can read most of it. Sleep became easier. Now, there were some bad nights. And one thing I did learn, if you have been prescribed gabapentin, gabapentin, yeah, don't, it accumulates in your system and you have to take it regularly. I was taking it as needed. I was taking it at bedtime. And what would happen is then I would suffer for a few hours. It wouldn't it take a while to kind of react. So yeah, if you're prescribed this, keep it up. I mean, I'm taking such a low dose. Whatever damage it could do, it's being contained. And I'm trying to take it consistently. I hate taking painkillers. I hate them. Oh, but I'm not taking the Tylenol, I'm not taking the Advil. I was at the beginning of week 6, not at the end. So again, turning corners and huge yay. Dressing became easier. In fact, what I wiggled into today, technically I'm in week 7 now, one day into week 7, but I could not have even fathomed putting on a week ago. Could not. Not the zipper, but what's underneath is like, I had to like squeeze up the tube. So yeah, it's all getting easier. Hair. So I went to a hair appointment, and you know how you have to lean back in the chair as they wash your hair. Usually, my most favorite part of the entire experience. I had fear and dread in my mind. I went to the appointment halfway through week 6, and as I'm laying there, I'm thinking, this is okay. And I just said to my hairdresser, I couldn't have done this 5 days ago. Like this would not have happened. So there's that. And I would say, you know, I it wasn't pretty, but I even did a little Latino dancing. I'm gonna ask. With one arm, I wasn't really doing anything with the other arm, but yeah, a little solo, a little yeah, I'm there. And that's the thing. You have to keep moving, as I discovered, because I had my first physio appointment the last full day of week 6. And what that showed me is everything has atrophied. I lost 10 pounds, and I don't know if it was from good eating or from muscle disappearing. Could be a little from column A, could be a little from column B, and it's scary. So, in physio, I expected that I was going to get new exercise to do. Oh, a new movement. No, no, you know what we were working on? Not my arm. What we were working on? My neck. Because everything is rock solid through here and here and here and here. And I like just spending time getting these muscles to wake up and activate and release has been this last quest for the last 2 days. I've got another physio appointment today. But this, I should have been working on at least a week ago. I mean, in the physio videos that I put in the comments of I think it was the last video or the video before that I shot. Take a look at those videos and do them as early as you can. I was doing some of those, but not regularly, not to the extent that I should have, because technically I wasn't, I hadn't seen my physio person yet. If you do not have a family doctor, no one's going to be pushing you to go to physio, and you're just going to have to walk into a physio place yourself and get the physio going. I would not wait. I would say after week 4, go. Because what they will probably do has nothing to do with your arm. It has everything to do with your supporting structure. I got, let me see, what's it called? Electroshock wave therapy, which is like getting just electric shocks through my entire scapula area. She just went like all over that area to kind of break up the mass that's going on and try and wake up the muscles and get them working. So what that shock is doing, in theory, it's making the muscles seize, kind of like a TENS machine, except this is handheld, kind of like uh, ultrasound, and she's just doing it in that, like moving it around to different areas. If you had the TENS machine, it would have to focus just on one single area. No, she had to like do a huge, she did a little bit up in here. She did a lot on top, especially, yeah, especially this back area. It's bad. And so she did ultrasound, she did electric shockwave therapy, and then the exercise she gave me, because my neck doesn't go that way and it hurts, but it kind of feels good. That on both sides, getting that neck moving this unattractive one where you put your chin down and then you pull, pull, pull. And it feels good, but it hurts. Yeah, that's all I'm doing. I could have been doing that a couple weeks ago, and then I would have been more ready to support this arm, which, yay. Look at this. Look. Now I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be, but the fact that I can, I'm not going to push it, but I've mostly my arm is going up and down, and that's where it feels good. But the fact that every once in a while it leaves the safety of my body and tries to float out on its own means it's becoming more solid. That I have muscles though. I'm activating my bicep, which is attached to that broken area, and my bicep is moving past the callus the that is built the mass that is built on the bone, and so as it moves past it, it's not a pleasant feeling. But look at this. Yep, not a problem. I wouldn't put weight in this, but here we are. So if you're watching this and you're in week 4 or week 5 even, and you're going like I was, uh, take heart. This is all working. I wouldn't, like I said, I don't think I'm the exception. I think I'm the norm. One thing I was going to show you that I didn't bring in here with me was I did pick up some elk antler velvet powder. I think it's in capsule form. I was told to get that from one of my friends who broke her finger, and she refused to accept that it was going to be a 6-week healing period. She said, no, this needs to be healed in 3. And she did hypnotherapy, and she did the elk antler velvet and all things that were ow, related to trying to heal this thing up fast. And she claims that her finger was fully healed after 3 weeks. She had to go to a Christmas event, and her finger was functioning like a normal finger. So that's anecdotal. How true it is, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, I couldn't tell you, but you know what, I'm leaving nothing to chance, so I went and got it. The pills are so small, and I'm thinking, like, what do I take, like 3 a day? What I did is, all I did is I added it to what I was already doing. If it makes a positive difference, okay. If it doesn't, if it isn't enough, if I'm not taking it in a high enough dosage, oh, but I know I'm getting at least a little bit of all the goodies that I need in my system, because apparently it has all the things, all the things. So, okay, I will do what I can, however I can, when I can. And the fact that I haven't been out partying around Christmas and drinking a whole ton and in the malls overspending, I can justify it. Christmas. So yay. I had the Christmas dinner. We celebrated early this year as everyone had other things to do around Christmas. And my brother commented, look, you're up, you're doing stuff, you're actually using that hand. You seem okay to me, was the comment. So, middle of week 6, hopefully people will be saying those things about you. Yay! So, keep your chin up. This will pass. Yes, and it is starting to pass for me. Not out of the woods yet. I've got a big physio thing ahead of me. Get ahead of that if you can. Like I say, book your own appointment. If you don't have a family doctor, just get into physio, get under somebody's care. Hope, well, I don't have a plan because I'm self-employed. And so it's like $100 a visit. Um, kind of wish I'd set up my own plan now, but it's insurance. You hope you never need it. it's worth every penny. And I've gone to enough physio in my life that once I get some decent exercises, once I need the little shock stuff to stop, or I'm hoping to be able to get some IMS when they say that I'm ready for it, because I know that does a lot. But once I don't need that stuff, once it's just exercises, I don't need somebody monitoring my exercises. I can do them. So yeah, sooner the better. And then you have less to come back from. So good luck with your own healing journey. I will be posting a little bit on the physio exercises that I'm being given when I'm given them. I was asked that by one of the viewers. So look for that soon. In the meantime, go back, look at those video links that I posted if you're looking for some exercises that you can do. He has a disclaimer there. You're doing it with caution. You're doing it under the supervision of your doctor. Check to see if they are okay to do if you're talking to your doctor, and listen, listen, listen to your body. Don't overdo it. Your body knows when. Yeah, yeah, it's got you. Just don't overload the painkillers, and it'll tell you. Until the end of week 7, good luck and be good. Take care. Chin up. It'll pass soon, sooner than you think.